Welcome back, TorchedFF. Here we are at PYB, Power Yoga Buffalo, our main street location. If you want blocks, get blocks. They're here to support you. Feel free to use them. I invite you all to start in a yogi toe stand. Hate it or love it. Love to hate it. Hate to love it. Whatever. Show up in it. This yoga practice that we do day in and day out is about being present and feeling what is, accepting what is. So lean into the feeling. Take advantage of it. Everybody doesn't have the luxury to do so. I assume if you're taking this practice, that your limbs work, that your body is working exactly how you want it to. Again, I say everybody does not have that luxury. So take advantage of it. Thank you for being here. Thanks for showing up for you. Gaze is softer, eyes closed, hands rest on thighs for support. Palms can rest up for receiving. Take a full inhale. Exhale. Today, let's focus on length, focus on expansion. They allow for things like strength and stability. Full inhale. Full exhale. Let's take a couple more. Inhale deeply. Exhale, release it out. One more full inhale to the top. Open mouth, let it go. Inhale. Seal the lips, exhale out of the nose. Ujjayi breath. Use your breath to ground you, to warm you, to fill you, and to fuel you. We call yoga a moving meditation. Use it as that. When things start to distract you, when things get difficult, when things are out of the ordinary, back to the breath, back to the focus, back to the drishti, back to the present moment. Be here right now. That is the yoga practice, and we call it yoga practice, not yoga perfect. Take another in, out. Shift forward. Untuck the toes, adjust yourself on your mat. Knees beneath hips, wrists beneath shoulders. You can point and flex here at the toes. You can rotate at the ankles. Feel free to tuck or untuck them here. Inhale, lower the belly for cow pose. Exhale, round for cat. Inhale. Exhale. Allow your breath to move you. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Add organic movement here. Breathe in for cow, reach through the left, round for cat, and reach through the right. Let the breath move you. Inhale. Switch directions. Barrel rolls are here. Neutral spine. Spread the fingers wide. Tuck the toes. Squeeze the earth. Float your knees. Rotate the eye of your elbow crease forward. Full inhale. Exhale, high plank. Breathe in. Exhale, bend the knees. Half plank, we'll call it. Pelvis to rib cage. Bend the arms to lower. Elbows in line with shoulders. Now, straighten your legs, low push up. Lower the knees. Press high. Downward facing dog. Right hand to left leg. The higher on your leg, the less intense. The lower on your leg, the more intense. Gaze under your arm towards the ceiling. Feel your core as you press the mat away and draw your belly into your spine. Breathe. Out. High plank, roll forward, breath in. Exhale to bear. Inhale. Exhale, high. Bend the knees, bend the elbows, straighten the legs, lower them. Straight arms, downward facing dog. Left hand, right leg, ankle, shin, or thigh. Option to grab the bottom of your foot if that serves you. Full breath in. Exhale. One more in. Exhale, release, high plank. Lower half or all the way. Take what you need. Flip the feet, lift the chest, upward facing dog, pelvis to rib cage. Downward facing dog, hips go high. Pedal out here, bend one leg at a time while we extend through the other. Full breath. Exhale. Notice the extension here of your spine. Hands press down and forward. Feel the shoulders elevate toward the ears. Engage the lat muscles here. So imagine pulling this imaginary string that connects your elbow to your hip. And you're pulling that up towards the ceiling, up towards your hips. Heels press down and out. If they touch, cool. If not, probably might be even better. Focus on the lifting of your tailbone and the drawing in of the belly. With your inhale, roll high push-up. Exhale, lower halfway. Up dog, lift the heart center. Downward facing dog, pike your hips high. Lift high on the ball of your toes. Everything that I just cued, engage it. Tiptoe towards the top of the mat. When your feet meet your hands, heels drop. Halfway lift, bend the knees, chest forward. Exhale, fold over your thighs. Half lift, flatten the back. Exhale, fold over the thighs. Half lift, press into your shins. Extend all four corners of your neck forward. Fold, ragdoll. Step the feet wide to the long edges of your mat. Take your elbows and sway left to the right. Shake your head yes and no. Adjust yourself accordingly here. I invite you to drink some water. Thing about drinking water during classes and during practices is that it's not going to help you. It's going to help you later on. That's when the water will be assimilated into your system. So if you want to hydrate before you come to a yoga class, before you begin a yoga class. That's the only way that the water is going to help you. Because stopping to take breaks and drink water in the middle of the class is just an excuse to take a break. That shit is not helping. So, kindly, with grace, show up for you. Support yourself accordingly so that it can actually help. Halfway lift, press into the shins. Exhale, fold. Extended mountain, rise, reach high. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, extend forward. Hands to the mat, high push-up. Shift forward, lower halfway. Up dog, fill it up. Downward facing dog, empty out. Let's take two more. Inhale, gaze forward. Now on empty, fly to your hands. Squeeze the core. You can hover, you can land softly. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Extended mountain, breathe deeply. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, fill it up. Hands to the mat, step and flow high to low. Up dog, breathe it in. Down dog, let it go. Let's do it one more. Inhale, gaze forward. Bend the knees. Step, walk, or fly. Halfway lift. Fold. Rise, extended mountain. Exhale, fold. Half lift, breathe. Hands plant, flow. Up dog, fill it up. Down dog, let it go. Let's do one more just for the fun. Inhale, high on toes. Bend the knees, hips back. Fly on empty. Halfway lift. Fold. Rise, inhale. Fold, exhale. Chair right to it. Hips down and back, reach forward. Core engaged. Fingertips flex wide. Hug your shoulder blades back. This is retraction. Use your lat muscles to lift your arms. So you're using your back to extend your arms up. So your shoulders don't have to do all the work. You're not going to burn out because you're using your back muscles. We're here for 3. For 2, hips back even further. 1. Fold with your exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High to low or chaturanga, shoot straight to low. Up dog, full breath, hips to wrists. Down dog, let it go. 1 breath in. Exhale. Inhale, right leg to the ceiling. Knee to your nose, squeeze your core. Inhale, kick it back, bend your knee, stack your hips. Stay standing, split or flip your dog. Flip dog, keep reaching. So notice how slowly I'm moving. And you may fall out. That's fine. Get back in, heels down. Toes face the back of the mat here. Like you're standing, press your feet down, lift the hips up, look and reach overhead here. 3, 2, 1. Now roll back, high push up. Inhale. Exhale, roll your heels to the right. Left hand, reach it up. Keep your core engaged. Lift through the side body, breath in. Exhale, let your hips lower. 3 of those. Lift up. Lower. Lift. Lower. Lift. Lower. Lift and hold here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. High plank. Inhale. Exhale into bear. High plank. Exhale, bend the knees. Bend the elbows. Straighten the legs, breathe it in. Drop the knees, straight arms. Downward facing dog, fill it up. Exhale, high push up. Roll to the left. Press down to reach up. Stack or stagger your feet here. Notice the difference. Breathe in. Exhale, hips hover. Inhale, lift. If you don't like the way that I'm breathing, you breathe a different way. Lower. In. Lower. Lift. Lower. Lift and hold here. 5, 4, 3, 2. High push up. Step into bear. High push up. Bend the knees. Bend the elbows. Straight legs for the hover. Place them down. Straight arms. Hips high. Downward facing dog. Full breath in. Exhale. This movement here that we just did, that little fun sequence, is to build strength for chaturanga, for torso stability, for your upper mid back, for your core, for your shoulders, for your lats, all of those things. So that way you can try it without putting the knees down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach your right leg toward the ceiling. Exhale, step to your wrists. Spin the left heel down. Now notice, lots of times our hips are all the way up here. Set up to where your hips are low. So that way you don't have to readjust. Hips are low, knee over ankle. Stand. Warrior 1, breathe in. Exhale, can you sit lower than this? Square off, pull the back hip forward, front hip back as best you can. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more full breath in. Open up warrior 2. Adjust your feet. Heel to middle arch. Squeeze your inner thighs towards one another while you press down and out. Focus on the middle fingernail. Shoulder blades hug in while we reach wrists further apart. It's like tug of war. Notice core, pelvis to ribs. Great effort. Peaceful warrior, lengthen up. Exhale, high plank to low. Up dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, let it go. One breath in. Exhale. Left leg high, fill it up. Exhale, step. Adjust here. Back heel down. If your hips are hiked high, sink them down lower. Try to get your knee at that 90-degree angle. If you need to widen the stance or take it back front to back, do so. Rise from here, warrior one. Fill it up. Exhale, deepen into it. Length here. From your foundation, feet press down. Inner thighs draw towards one another. Core lifted up, pelvis to rib cage. Fingertips stretch them wide. Wide. Space between the fingertips. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, open warrior two. Adjust to reach front to back. Feet in alignment. With alignment, you can create stability. With stability, you can create safety. You cannot be stable, you cannot be safe. Power comes with ease and effort. Stretch front to back, find depth, earth to ceiling. Stay for the breath, in and out. Recognize your core, tailbone drops. Peaceful warrior, inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back, high plank, lower. Up dog, fill it up. Downward facing dog, let it go. If you need to lower your knees from that high to low push-up, humble yourself and do so. That will not get better if you don't have it correctly. So, real quick tutorial. If the elbows are doing something like this, that's not safe, that's not powerful. Elbow creases face forward so they can go back. So that means torso needs to shift forward so we can stack elbow over wrist. Up dog, breathes here. If you want to go back to low push-up, you shift back forward. High push-up, down dog. Full breath in. Exhale. Effort is key. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step outside of the wrist. Peel your right arm up, breathe it in. Exhale, reach under the left. Inhale, open up. Thread under. Inhale, open up. We're getting funky real quick. Exhale, thread underneath. Inhale, peel open. Spin both heels down, pinky toe to the floor. Feel this strength here. Full breath in. As you exhale, can you lift your right leg up? Side plank. You can keep the knee bent. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Wild thing. Step your right toes behind you, high on the ball of your toe. Show the bottom of your foot to the front of the room. Hips reach higher. Let them be the high point of this posture as best you can. I know you can't see yourself. Neither can I. So whatever I'm talking about, I hope it looks like that. We're here for 3, for 2, 1. Flip back to high plank. Hover that right leg. Yep, so 3-legged plank. 3-legged dog, kick it back, breathe in. Step outside of your wrist. Peel your right arm open, breathe it in. Hands to the mat, step forward, fold. Halfway lift, full inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, chair, hips back and down. Lift up. Plug your shoulders into your back pockets. Use your lat muscles for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ski chair. Lift the heels. Hands back. Find that balance. How high can your heels lift? How low can your hips sit? Maybe they touch here for 3, 2, 1. Option. Lower your knees. Rise to kneel. Glutes engage, hips forward, lift the chest, breathe in. Exhale. Hips towards heels. I invite you back to ski chair. Find the balance. Breath in. Exhale, chair. Plug the shoulders into the back. Full breath. Fold, let it go. Halfway lift, breathe in. Hands to your mat, step into high push-up. Your high plank is right here. Bear pose, you know what it is. High plank. Bend the knees, elbows to hips. Find that hover. Straighten the legs. Lower the knees. Straight arms. Downward facing dog. Reach left hand, right foot. Full inhale, look at the ceiling. Exhale, let it go. Down dog, inhale, high plank. Exhale into bear. Breath in. Exhale, high push-up. Bend the knees. Bend the elbows to hover. Straighten the legs for power. Lower them for support. Straight arms. Down dog, right hand to left leg. Breathe in and out. Downward facing dog. Stay for the breath in. Exhale. Let's take a float just because. High plank, inhale. Exhale, lower halfway. Up dog, fill it up. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Give yourself grace. When you need it, give yourself some grace so you can continue to show up to the best of your ability. Take a full breath in. Exhale. Inhale, left leg high to the ceiling. Bend your knees, stack your hips. Stay standing split or flip your dog. Again, heels meet the mat. Hips reach high. Look and reach overhead. If you like things like full wheel, there's an external rotation that must occur on your standing arm to flip into that. So, hips high, you can look down. Slowly start to spin on the heel of your hand and reach your other hand to the mat. So I'm on the pinky edge side of the hand, right? Now lift it and put your hands down so that the fingertips face the inside of your mat. Glutes engaged, pelvis to rib cage, tailbone towards your heels. My heels are lifted, option to drop them if that's for you. Chest up, look up. It supports your spine a bit more here for 3, for 2, 1. Now, pick up that hand. We spent this hand around, right? External rotation. We're gonna keep it facing this way. I know we're on this edge of the mat. Rotate back, hands plant, and we're here. So you see, I had my hand here until I put the other hand down, and then we walked it back. Great job. I think we still flipped the wrong way. Let's see. We did left leg, then it's there, flip. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. We flipped right. Good. Just wanted to check. Left hand in, roll left. Right hand, reach it high. Side plank here. Again, we're staggered or we're stacked. I invite you to lower the knee this time, so supported side plank. Glutes engage, hips slightly forward. Press down to lift the top leg. Now, bend your lifted knee. Reach for the heel. Grab the top or bottom side and kick into your hand. Feel your core engage. Notice, you could almost pick your hand up because of that stability. This is the ease and the effort. See if you can play with balance here. For 3, for 2, 1. Release your hand down, extend your leg long, breath in. Exhale, foot to the mat. Chest open, hands plant. High plank, breathe in. Exhale, roll your heels towards the right. Left hand, reach it high. We'll do the other side. We call this yoga practice, not yoga perfect. So as we try on different things that you probably haven't done before, be kind to yourself about it. It's the first time. Bend your lifted knee. Reach for your heel. Grab for the ankle, kick your hand into your foot. Kick your foot into your hand. Take a breath in. Exhale. Notice your core, especially your top side obliques. Stabilize that and see if you can balance here. For 3, for 2, 1. Again, let it look sloppy. Reach, long, inhale. Exhale, foot down, hands plant, high plank. Fun times. Go straight to downward facing dog. 1 breath in. Exhale. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step outside of your wrist. Press down, peel open. Thread underneath. Inhale, open up. Thread underneath. Peel open one more time. Thread underneath, squeeze your core. Hips can drop a little lower. I know a lot of times we're up here. Let your hips be low. Full inhale, open up. Hands plant, step into fold. Now hips lift from here, head drops. Halfway lift. Fold forward. Sit low. Shoulders hug down and back. Feel the lats engage. Chair pose. Inhale. Can you inch a bit lower? Hips go back and down. 3. For 2. 1. Ski chair. Lift your heels. Belly in towards the spine. For 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Knees can slowly lower. Hips forward, chest high. Hands support the low back. Glutes engage, hips forward for the supported back bend here. For 3, 2, 1. Bonus, hands to heart. Knees on the mat to support you. Slightly lean back. Glutes stay engaged. Use your quads to lift you back up. Nordics here. Lower. Lift. Lower. Lift. 2 more. Lower. Lift. Last one. Lower. Can you hold the bottom? 3, 2, 1. Rise up. Great job. Hover the knees. Float the heels. Take your time. Full breath in. Exhale. Drop the heels. Breath in. Forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold. Rise, extended mountain. Breathe. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands to your mat, step back, high push-up. Lower. Up dog, fill it up. Downward facing dog, let it go. Inhale, left leg up. Bend and stack. Flip. Heels down, glutes engage, lift the hips high. This time, exhale, hips lower, elbow towards core. This is like crab, animal flow stuff. Glutes engage, hips high, let your arm drape overhead, reach toward the planted hand. Hips low, flip back, high push-up. Sit your hips back towards your heels. Keep your heels lifted. This is like a loaded child's pose. We call it loaded beast in animal flow. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Just a little bit of funkiness, right? Inhale, right leg high. Bend your knee, stack your hips. Left hand to the middle, stay or flip. Glutes engage, hips high, breath in. Exhale, elbow towards core, low hips. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sit low. This time, flip high, sit straight back. Load it. Inhale, roll forward, high push-up. Exhale, low. Up dog, breathe. Exhale, down. High plank. Right hand toward the middle, side plank. Press down, lift up. Core engage for 3, 2. Lift the top leg, bend the knee. Just another way to get to where we were. Step your foot behind you, high on the ball of your toe. Show your foot to the front. Glutes engage, hips high. Look and reach overhead for 3, 2, 1. Press down to lift up. Go back to where you were. Step forward to the top of the mat. Hands on the inside of your foot. Create space. Press your right hand. Inhale, left arm open up. Exhale, thread underneath. Peel open. Fingertips plant. Shift forward and float the right leg high. Standing split. Now notice my leg is sprawled out. Can you rotate so that your heel is facing the front of the mat and toes facing the back? Now feel free to look up and see if that's happening. It may not go as high as you think it should go, but focus more so on alignment. Now pulse that heel up. 5, 4, keep it square as best as possible. 3, 2, 1. Lower down, feet meet at the top. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold. Now here's where your blocks come in handy. You can put your blocks in high position. Halfway lift, press into the block, spine is long. You can use your blocks here, fingertips, or firmly press them. Ground here through your right foot. Send your left leg back. Supported warrior 3. Flex the toes, reach back through your heel. If you want to challenge, lengthen the spine, of course. Hands can lift for warrior 3. For 3, 2, 1. Now stack your hips, press down, peel open. Beautiful effort. Reach your inner thigh towards the right or the left side. Top hand to hip. These blocks are here for you if you'd like. Otherwise, you're balanced. For 3, lift your back leg even higher. For 2, stay focused. 1, gently step into warrior 2. Reach front to back. Inhale, straighten your legs, palms connect. Dancing warrior. Warrior 2. Dance, peaceful warrior. Side angle. Elbow to thigh, top arm reach high. Notice your legs. Keep them exactly where they are. Peaceful warrior, just the torso. Side angle. Option to extend it earth to ceiling. Peaceful warrior. Side angle, extend it. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Warrior 2. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Straighten the front leg. Triangle. Pull your hips back. Reach your crown forward. Rest on thigh, shin, or use a block. We'll stick with the shin here. Hips forward. Peel the chest open. Now notice, if your hips like to go back like this, send them forward. Treat triangle like a back bend. Treat it like a stretch here for your hip flexor and your oblique. Search for the stretch. This will help open up your low spine too. So hips back, crown forward. Option to reach right arm overhead, left arm overhead. For 3, for 2, 1. Warrior 2. Stay grounded through your feet. Adjust your footing. Peaceful warrior. Inhale. Load the back leg. As you exhale, reach forward. Press through the front foot to float. Half moon. Tight as light. Lift through the top side body here. 3, 2, 1. Now rotate back. Hands to your blocks. Warrior 3. Adjust yourself. Full breath in. Exhale. Lower your foot to meet at the top of the mat. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Fold. Rise. Extended mountain. Cactus the arms. Press your left foot, lift the right leg. Cross it over. Left arm under. No, right leg. Right arm. Inhale, lift the elbows. Sink the hips. Eagle pose. Right arm is under, right leg is over. Lift the elbows, now crunch toward thighs. Rise up. Crunch. Press through the heel to lift up. And crunch. Rise. Unravel, knee into chest. Bend your knees in alignment. Right hand out, reach for your heel. Dancer's pose. Inner thigh squeeze, pelvis to rib cage. Kick your heel up and back. We're here in this balance for 3, for 2, 1. Take your time. Your block can support you. Open, bound, half moon. Left hand to block or stay balanced without it. 3, 2, 1. Take your time. Soft release, half moon. Breathe in. Exhale, rotate back through center. Right where we started. Hands to the blocks. Lift your right leg high. Rotate your hip back toward the earth and pulse it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can take your flow. If you want to try for a handstand, I invite you to lean forward. Lift high on the ball of the toe and continuously reach your heel higher and draw your belly into the spine. Option to pop up into that if that's for you. We're here for 3, for 2, 1. Low push-up. Up dog, breathe it in. Down dog, let it go. Full inhale. Exhale. You know, we just came to play today. This is yoga playtime. While we still work on alignment, while I'll still make sure you're even, we came to play today. Take a full breath in. Exhale. Inhale deeply. Let it go. Shift forward, high plank. Left hand toward the center. Roll your heels left, reach high. Now we did wild thing on both sides, so we'll not take it again. Right leg high, breath in. As you exhale, step softly forward. Use your core. Ground through the feet. Set it up here. Inhale, peel open. Thread underneath. Inhale, peel open. Exhale, thread through. Inhale, open up. Last thread. Peel open, reach high. Hands plant, step forward. Lift the back leg. Rotate your toes towards the mat. Press through your heel. This probably will significantly lower your leg. It's not about creating that distance, it's about creating alignment. Alignment first. Pulse it up. 5, 4, reach through it. 3, 2, 1. Fold at the top of the mat. Blocks are here for you. Halfway lift, press into them. Fold. Halfway lift. Create length. Stack joints are strong joints. Ground here. Send your left leg back. Right leg back. Wow. Stay firmly rooted here. Breathe in. Exhale. Toes flex. Reach through your heel. Left hand press into the block. Stack your hips. Half moon. Lift your right side body up. Option to reach to the ceiling. Feel free to lift your hand off of what it's on. The top side of your body is engaged. Lift through the legs, squeeze the obliques, reach the hand up. Feel your head pull toward the ceiling. We're here in this space for 3, 2, 1. Rotate back to center. Breath in. Exhale. Slowly rise. Plant the feet. Inhale, reach it up. Cactus the arms. Eagle. Left knee up and over. Left arm under. Squeeze in through midline. So thighs hug in together. Shins press into one another. If you cannot hook the foot around your leg, that's perfectly fine. Focus on drawing your foot into the shin. If you have the bind, feel free to take it. Inhale, lift the elbows. Exhale, sink the hips. Full breath in. Exhale. Slowly unravel. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale. Hands plant. No, we went to dancer's pose. Dancer's pose, knees in line. Reach for the ankle. Kick your heel up and back. Extend your right fingertips forward. Inner thigh squeeze, kick the heel up and back. Full breath. Stack your hips. Bound half moon. You heard it here first. Torch says. We coming up with the torch says. Just like Simon says. What a fun game. Yeah, we're going to have lots of fun with that. Control your breath. Feel your core. Release half moon. Full breath in. Exhale. Full breath to the top. Let it go. Rotate back to center. Release your feet to the mat. Halfway lift. Fold. Press the left foot, lift the right leg. Open half moon, step into warrior two. Inhale, dancing warrior, straighten the legs. Warrior two. Peaceful warrior, breath in. Side angle, elbow to thigh, top arm, reach your eye. Peaceful warrior, breathe in. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Side angle, I invite you to extend on the inside of your ankle, hips forward, chest open. Glutes engage, let your hips drop toward the earth. We call it yoga practice, not yoga perfect. And just like it's a practice for you, it's a practice for me too. We're here in this space. Option to reach. Left arm over, right arm overhead. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Warrior two. Peaceful warrior, extend the front leg. Hips pull them back. Reach your left fingertips forward. Option to hinge and extend earth to ceiling. Hips forward toward this here fireplace. Chest open towards the ceiling. Now ground through your feet, inner thighs engage. Make your core hold you as you reach overhead. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise. Beautiful warrior two. Peaceful warrior, fill it up. Extend forward to lift into half moon. Press down to lift off. Full inhale. Exhale, rotate back to center. Hands to the blocks, full breath. Exhale, fold at the top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Slide the blocks out the way, fold. Extended mountain, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. High plank. Lower. Up dog, fill it up. Down dog, let it go. Inhale deeply. Release it all. Take a breath in. Let it go. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step outside of the wrist. Peel open. With your exhale, spin both heels down, toes toward the left. You can rest on your thigh, you can rest on your hip. Now press down through the side body. Feel your core engage. We're here in this space for 3, 2, 1. Step back, side plank. High plank. Roll back, left, side plank. Great, great, great place to be. We're here for 3, 2, 1. High plank. Inhale, high on toes. Lower halfway. Up dog, fill it up. Down dog, let it go. Breathe it in. Empty out. 2 more, full breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful effort. Inhale, left leg high once more. Step outside of the wrist. Peel open, left arm high. Hands plant. Standing split, right leg high. And release to the mat, fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Extended mountain, breathe in. Forward fold, let it go. Halfway lift. Hands plant. Lift your left leg high. Reach through your heel. Option to pulse. Option to fly for that handstand variation. You can press into the toe mound of the right foot and pulse up through your heel. You're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Getting real funky in playtime, right? Take your time. You'll find your way through your vinyasa, high plank to low. Upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Inhales, lift the chest. Exhale, down dog. Breathe in. Empty out. Focus on the feeling of this moment. Listen to your breath. Feel your body. Be present right here, right now. In lieu of this here sporadic practice, finding and refinding the balance, it's all about returning to your breath, to your focus, to this moment. Inhale, exhale. Let's take our funky cycle one more time. High plank, roll into it. Exhale to bear. Inhale here. Exhale to high. Bend the knees. Bend the elbows. Straighten the legs. Lower the knees. Straighten the arms. Downward facing dog, left hand to right leg. Breathe it in here. Exhale. High plank, roll forward, breath in. Exhale into bear. High push-up, breathe it in. Bend the knees, lower halfway. Straighten the legs, bend the knees, straighten the arms. Downward facing dog, right hand, left leg. Breath in here. Exhale. Let's break it down. High plank, inhale. Exhale into bear, hold, bear pose. We're here for 5. For 4. 3. 2. 1. High plank. Full breath in. Exhale, bend the knees. Bend the elbows. Hold this low push-up for 5. 4. 3. Core engage. 2. Now straight legs. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Your choice. Put them down or not. High push-up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Great. High plank, roll forward. Lower all the way down to the mats. Great job. Palm stack. Rest a chin or a cheek. Full breath in here. Exhale. If you rested a cheek, switch to the other cheek. Full inhale. Exhale. Chin to neutral. Bend your knees, sway your hips left and to the right. Locust pose. Hip points pressed. Lift your heart, lift your thighs. Squeeze your shoulders down and back. Hands reach towards your hips for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Full breath in. Exhale. Chin to neutral, bend the knees. Option to take floor bow, reach for your ankles. Flex your toes, press your feet into your hands until your thighs lift. Pull your pelvis to your ribcage, squeeze your glutes, engage the back, chest high for 5, 4, 3, 2, release. Palm stack, rest the other cheek, sway your hips. Beautiful effort. Come back to center, elbows stacked beneath your shoulders. Sphinx pose. Still create core stability. With stability, you have safeness. Option here, glutes stay engaged. Feel free to lengthen. If your shoulders are hiking up, soften them down the back. Extend all 4 corners of your neck long. Full breath in. Exhale. Elbows down, elbows wide. Rest the forehead here. Full inhale. Let it go. Slide your thumbs to your rib cage. Feet in. Line up your heels with your toes. With your inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Full inhale. Release it out. One breath in. Let it go. Now remember, elevate shoulders towards ears, also while drawing your shoulder blades down towards your back pockets. Heels press down and out. If you wish to fly through your hands, feel free to do so. I invite you to create more stability. So lift high on your toes, squeeze the lower belly in, and tiptoe to and through your hands. No rush. Keep pressing, keep squeezing, keep breathing until you meet your hands, feet flat, right? So we're still pressing, still squeezing. This may be a lot on your hamstrings. Bent knees works for this too. Full breath in. Exhale. Fingertips tent. Lift high on your toes. Feel free to separate the hands from the feet. Bend the knees forward, slowly lower to that toe balance. Hips and heels can come to connect. Hands are here to support you. If you want to stay cool, if you want to balance, lift them for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now lower your heels to the floor. Full breath in. Exhale. Heels to the mat. Release your feet. Fingertips stretch forward. Full breath in. Exhale. Interlace behind the thighs. Lift your legs up. Flex toes or pointed toes. Belly in toward the spine. We have high boat here. You can stay for support. You can reach. Full breath. Low boat. Just 4 more. High boat. Low boat. High boat. Fill it up. Low boat. Let it go. High boat. Low boat. High boat. Stay. Hands to heart. Create that ball of energy between your hands. Fingertips connect. Elbow to touch. Elbow to touch. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach for your ankles or your toes. Press your legs long. Toes press into the hands. If you're reaching for your ankles, you're leaning back while reaching up. So we're creating that stretch in the shoulders while also reaching toward the ceiling. Great. Now, find your core, belly into the spine. Make your core do this. Reach past the legs. Slowly lower to hover. For 5, 4, belly into the earth. 3, 2, 1. Release down, out long. Just let everything relax here. Arms and legs, sprawl them out. Breathe in. Exhale. Full breath. Let it go. We did a lot of back bending today, so we won't take too many, just a few. Bring your block close to you. Fingertips skim your heels. Press down, lift off. Bridge pose, number 1. Full inhale here. Exhale, hover your hips. Lift it, breathe. Lower to touch. And we will go through that. Lift high, hover, lift, touch. High, hover, lift, lower. High, hover, lift, lower. High, hover, lift, lower. 2 more. High, hover, lift, lower. High, hover, lift, and hold here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower, down. Sway your knees to the left and to the right. full wheel or another bridge pose. Full wheels in your practice. Hands by your head. I invite you to check out the full wheel tutorial. Glutes engage, core engage. Press your hips towards the ceiling. Arms and legs, extend them to lift off. Pelvis to rib cage to support your back body. Tailbone towards your heels for more length. Look toward the ceiling to support the length and stability of your spine here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your time, slowly lower to the mat. Beautiful effort. Sway left, sway right. Feet flat on the mat. Bring this block beneath your hips. You have a couple of options for hip opening here. Feet to touch, knees wide. Just really focus on the hip flexors and the low back to create space at this angle with your hips elevated. Be kind to yourself if you're taking this. Another option, walk your feet very wide to where they're off the mat, knees fall together. This is for internal rotation of the hip. You may feel this here in the sacrum area where the sacrum and the iliac crest connect. Feel free to try that on, see what it feels like for you. If you want something a little more active in regards to gravity, you can extend your legs up and out. Be kind to your body, especially if you're on a cork block. Cork blocks are not the most comfortable for this. If you need some support, hands can rest under your legs if you're taking this position. We're here in our opening for a few more breaths. Feel free to adjust and settle into a place that you can let go. Something where you can release tension. We're here in our opening for 5, for 4, 3, 2. Last one. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Bend your knees. Draw them in. Wherever you are, I invite you to extend your legs up. Sacrum is still on the block for your support. Adjust it according to what supports you the best. Supported waterfall. Arms and legs reach up. You can shake out here, point and flex the toes. Rotate at the ankles. Find any organic release as your arms and legs are extended above you. What this does is allows our body to come out of fight or flight and move into rest and digest. So as we let things drain and release back to our torso, we bring blood back into our organs and back to our center. And of course, back to the brain, where we can let go and release and be, and not have to worry so much about defense or any sort of battle. Let go. This is about surrender here. Full inhale. Exhale. Full breath. Release it out. If you'd like another inversion, feel free to take it. If you want to take this a bit further, elbows down by your hips. Press your triceps into the floor to lift your hips. Hands to the low back. Shoulder stand or candlestick. If your hips are dropping back, try to press them forward. Notice, a lot of times when I go to handstand, my hips are like doing something like this. And so it is a conscientious understanding for me to lengthen up toward the ceiling and stack my hips over my shoulders. And it feels a little different, very minor, but it is something that I am working on. It's a practice like everything else. Full breath in. Exhale, legs rock overhead. If this is for you,
shoulder stand, feet towards your head. Option to walk your knees in towards shoulders if your feet touch the earth. And if your breath is available here. If you can't breathe here, you probably shouldn't be here. Keep your neck neutral so that you can continue to support yourself in safety. Alignment is safety. Stability is safety. We're here for 3, 2, 1. You can remove that block and slowly roll out. Knees hug in towards heart. Full inhale. As you exhale, legs move right, reach left. Stay for the breath in. Out. One more inhale. Exhale. Legs to the left. Inhale through middle. Roll left, reach right. Supine twist. If you feel like your hips are off center, a block can go between your thighs so that you can square your hips here. We're here in this space for 3, for 2, 1. Unravel. Back to center, feet plant. Breath in. Stay for the exhale. Choose what you need. Feet wide, knees together. Feet touch, knees wide. Or arms and legs stretch out long. Gaze is softer, eyes closed. Set up your final posture in the best way that supports you. You are present here, right now. Shavasana. Together. Inhale deeply. Open mouth, let it go. Inhale to the top. Let it go.
Full inhale. Let it out. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Hug your knees in towards your heart center. Rotate at your ankles and wrists. Gently roll to your right. Use your arm to support your head.
Congratulations for showing up, for taking the time out of your day to play and to be sporadic and to come back to center. Gently press yourself to a seat. Hands meet at heart.
Take a full breath in and out. May you continue to lead with love, for love will certainly follow. Hands to the mouth. May you speak with kindness and with grace, with gratitude and with peace. Hands to the forehead. The big, beautiful, bright light within me sees, honors, cherishes, loves, and is inspired by the big, beautiful, bright light within each and every one of you. Inhale. As we bow together, we say, Namaste. Such a pleasure to lead you through this super funky flow. I know it was all over the place. I'm trusting that it brought you back to center from beginning to end. Enjoy the rest of this amazing day. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace and love. Like, comment, subscribe.